It began with a celebration. Balloons floated above Main Street, laughter echoed, and the town's mayor raised his glass to community and trust. Yet beneath the cheers, a secret festered, one that would shatter lives. If this story shocks you, take a moment right now to like this video, comment, share it with others, and subscribe to Moral Avenue. Together, we can remind the world that silence in the face of injustice is never strength. It is complicity. Willow Creek was a kind of town people dreamed of retiring in. White picket fences lined the streets. Children rode bicycles past bakeries, and Sunday mornings smelled of fresh bread and coffee. Outsiders saw perfection. Insiders knew the truth was more complicated. At the center of this town was Clara, a single mother who worked double shifts at the diner. Her life was a constant balancing act, serving coffee with a smile while worrying about bills, raising her son Noah with dignity despite exhaustion. Clara believed in fairness, in the idea that good people were protected, that justice was more than a word painted on the courthouse wall. Then there was Daniel, a wealthy businessman. He funded the town's festivals, donated to schools, and sponsored scholarships. His name was etched into plaques across Willow Creek. He was admired, respected, untouchable. But Clara knew a truth no one dared to speak. Daniel had harmed her younger sister, Rachel, a nursing student with dreams of healing others. Rachel had confided in Clara one stormy night. Her voice trembled, her hands shook, and tears streamed down her face as she whispered what Daniel had done. Clara's heart broke, but when Rachel sought help, the town turned away. The mayor dismissed it as rumors. The sheriff said, "Daniel has done too much good for us to ruin his name." Even neighbors who once shared pies and prayers closed their doors. Clara fought back. She wrote letters, begged for hearings, and pleaded with church leaders. Each time, silence answered. Rachel withdrew from her studies, her once bright spirit dimmed. Clara carried the weight of her sister's pain while raising Noah, who watched his mother struggle with wide, questioning eyes. He saw her courage, her refusal to bow, and he learned that justice often comes at a cost. But Clara's battle grew heavier. Daniel's influence spread like vines, choking every attempt at truth. He donated to schools, sponsored scholarships, and smiled for cameras. The town applauded him, while Clara was branded bitter and vengeful. The cruelty wasn't just neglect, it was betrayal. Willow Creek had chosen comfort over conscience. Clara's isolation grew. Friends stopped calling. Customers whispered when she passed. Even her boss at the diner warned her, "Don't stir trouble, Clara. People don't like it." But Clara refused to be silent. She kept pushing, even as doors slammed in her face. One autumn evening, Clara received a letter. It wasn't from the mayor, sheriff, or church. It was from a stranger, a journalist investigating corruption in small towns. The journalist revealed that Daniel's empire was built on lies, fraud, bribery, and cover-ups. And now, the evidence was ready to surface. Clara trembled as she read. For years, she had been dismissed, silenced, humiliated. But now the tide was turning. The journalist asked for her testimony. Clara hesitated, knowing the risk. But then she remembered Rachel's tears, Noah's watchful eyes, and the countless nights she prayed for justice. She agreed. The next day, headlines blared, "Beloved businessman under investigation." The town gasped. The man they had praised was suddenly exposed. Neighbors whispered, leaders panicked, and Daniel's smile vanished. Karma had arrived not with vengeance, but with truth. Clara stood on her porch, watching reporters flood the streets. For the first time, she felt the weight lift. Justice wasn't complete, but it had begun. Yet just as hope bloomed, a knock echoed at her door. Noah opened it and froze. Standing there was Daniel himself, his eyes cold, his voice low. "You think this is over? It's only the beginning." The screen fades to black. Moral: silence protects the powerful, but truth will always find a voice. If this story shook you, make sure to subscribe and click the bell to Moral Avenue, where we uncover the truth behind kindness, karma, love, and justice. Please take a moment to like this video, share it with friends, subscribe to Moral Avenue, and leave a comment below. Your support helps us continue spreading stories that inspire and heal. Before we end, I have one special request. Comment below what you would have done if you were Clara. Thank you for watching Moral Avenue.